Hello, you lovely people, and welcome to Handle Your Lemons podcast. I'm Ray, and I'll be your host today. And I am so stoked that you are here for this debut, and honestly, just feels like a dream come true because I've been working on this for a while now, and wasn't sure if it was something I was ever actually going to do, but I felt really called to do it for a while, and especially since for forever actually people have said that I should start a podcast. I was like, no way. But then like after the last couple years of my life, people really were like, you have a lot to say, like I think that you should do it. And I'm just here to say that like whenever you are ready to do something is when you'll do it, and that's totally valid, and your timeline is totally valid. And for me, it just I needed to do some like work on myself first, because like if you knew me even just like a year ago, I was like very insecure and just like wasn't sure of myself, wasn't sure what I wanted from life. But I finally kind of like took a big leap this past 7 months. I quit my corporate job and I moved out of my hometown to like do some traveling, because I just got to a point where I was like, I don't want to live like this anymore. And I have so many passions and so many dreams, and I just felt like it was time to pursue them. And so here we are. And again, I'm literally so happy that you're here. If you know me, hi, thank you. I appreciate all of your support. And if you know me and you're only here because you don't like me or your friends don't like me, seems like kind of strange energy, but I'm happy you're here regardless. Welcome to the lemonade stand, I guess one could say. So I am here because, like I said, I feel like I have a lot to say. So I had quite the upbringing, and I literally went to therapy for the first time in like sixth grade. So I promise like everything is on the table, and I like very much want this to be a space that's like open and vulnerable and like also fun though, and like relaxed. Like I want this to like ultimately feel like a FaceTime with like your bestie or your big sister, but with like a little dash of tough love, because like sometimes we do need like that little push to get to our highest self and to get to like this next level of life and like where we want to be. Um and I think that right there is like I was like I need to be at this place and this place and this place before I can do anything like big or important. But what I finally realized, and it's, been so freeing, is that like I am enough just as I am. Me right now is enough. And now that doesn't mean I don't have things to work on. That doesn't mean I don't still have things I want to improve or like parts of myself that I want to heal. But it does mean that I've finally accepted myself for who I am, like the good, bad, and the ugly. And when I tell you that has brought me to such a different place, like mentally, spiritually, emotionally, like how I connect with people. And I want that for you too. I want that for everyone, honestly. Like, I just genuinely do wish everyone such immense healing, because I know how hard that can be, and I know how lonely that journey can be. Because trust me, if you talked to me a year ago, I was in the trenches. Like I was unwell, and now it's taken a lot of work, and I've had to really like rebrand myself and like really come into who I'm supposed to be and not necessarily who everyone wants me to be, if that makes sense. And on that note, I like totally acknowledge that like I'm not going to be for everyone the same way you're not for everyone. Not everyone's going to like you, you're not going to like everyone. But I think that there's like beauty in that, because like we're all on this like specific unique journey. Like I love like the thought of Sonder, that we're all just like living these like independent lives, and I'm just like inviting you into mine, because there is no worse feeling like on this work in this world than being lonely and feeling like you don't have anyone in your corner. So I promise, like, I'm in your corner now. So why am I posting? A lot of reasons, but I think the biggest one is I personally spent a lot of time running from my problems. I mean, I have journals going all the way back to high school where I write about doing that exact said thing. And that honestly just created me more problems. Like, if I had dealt with some of my stuff 10 years ago, I would probably be in a really place in life, a different place in life. then I also wouldn't be here. So I just think though that like you need to heal things as they happen, because the more you suppress, like the more it's going to come back to bite you in the butt later. So I want to help you with that. Finally got to a point where I was like, I don't want to live like this anymore. I don't want to be this like sad, depressed girl all the time. Like that's not cute. Like we all have sad, depressed moments, but like that was becoming like my brand, and I was done with it and I was over it. But I also wanted to acknowledge that I want to be like authentic to like me and who I am. And being authentic, I think for me, a lot of that comes from my personal social media presence. Sorry, just make sure that's still on. Because there's a lot of technology with podcasts, okay? Anyways, I wanted to make sure that I was being authentic. And for me, I've always been a little bit more vulnerable on social media. And that's like not for everybody. And I totally, totally get that. But I think that as a community, such a big part of us moving forward and growing and healing and changing is like offering each other moments of vulnerability. And I say all of that to say that this is a very safe space. Like, this is truly the safest of spaces. Is I am truly, or I said that 4 times. I think it's important that your social media presence is authentic to you, whatever is authentic to you, whatever that means. So, I have been told, and on that note as well, I've been told my whole life that I'm too sensitive. And I've been told, yeah, sorry, just keep making sure this is working because just want to make sure. But I've been told my whole life I'm too sensitive, and I used to apologize for that. And there was even like a whole section of like my life in high school where I like didn't cry, didn't express any emotions. And I just finally realized that like that's my superpower. It makes me empathetic, and I would rather feel everything so deeply than feel nothing at all. So I'm sensitive and I'm no longer sorry for it. Okay, thank you. So, what are my goals with this podcast? I want to create a safe space. I want to invite you to heal and explore things maybe you weren't wanting to heal or explore before. I want to have fun. I want to share what I've learned in therapy with the world, especially for people who like can't access therapy right now for whatever reason. And I am so excited about it. I am literally so thankful and so grateful that I'm even in a position in life to pursue this. So life gives you lemons, and I think that it's unreasonable to think you'll always make lemonade. But what I do think is that you have to take those lemons and do something with them. Whether that's make lemonade or make something a little stronger, or just acknowledge the bruises that they left and know better for next time, because we are all human at the end of the day. So welcome to my tribe. Welcome to my lemonade stand. Together we're going to handle your lemons. Stay with me to find your joy and your best self and whatever next level of personal growth that looks like for you. Finally, at the end of each episode, I really want to leave you guys with like a tip or a trick or a mental health thing. Just so if you're like, okay, I just listened to that girl ramble for X amount of minutes, you can at least take this. So today's is to start every single day with gratitude. Like as soon as you wake up, before you're on your phone, before you get a cup of coffee, start your day with gratitude. I would really, really recommend writing it down in like a journal or even on your notes app in your phone, because there is something really powerful about having it to go look back on. Try it for the next 7 days and see how it goes. So thank you. I'm so proud of you if no one said that to you today, and I'll talk to you next time.